Never stop reading the Bible. Today we're looking closely at the book of Job, specifically chapters 16 through 21.
Right, quite a section.
Yeah, and for this deep dive, we're really focusing on what these passages tell us about suffering and faith. We see Job grappling with intense pain, while his friends offer their own explanations.
Explanations that don't always land well.
Exactly. It's a powerful, kind of timeless look at human struggle. So let's get into it. Chapter 16 and 17. Job is really at a low point, isn't he?
Absolutely. He's got his friends there, supposedly to comfort him, but he actually finds their words really distressing.
Adding insult to injury, almost.
Sort of, yeah. It's like they're making it worse. And what's striking is how Job, he shifts his focus. He realizes his friends just can't get it.
Right.
So he turns directly to God. He sees God as the only one who can truly hear him, perhaps the only one who can actually answer his cries.
And even in that intense suffering, there's this declaration that seems almost paradoxical, that God might be the source of the hardship, but he's also the one who can save. That's quite a complex view of God.
It really is. It's not simple. He acknowledges God's ultimate power over everything. But then as chapter 17 unfolds, you see Job sinking deeper. Just pure despair.
He starts longing for death.
Yeah, longs for death as a release. And he doesn't mince words about his friends either, calling their comfort empty, even hypocritical.
Which kind of sets the stage for Bildad's second speech in chapter 18. His approach is, let's say, less than comforting.
Definitely. Bildad basically draws a straight line between Job's suffering and the fate of the wicked. Yeah. He paints this grim picture of how the unrighteous end up.
Implying Job must be one of them.
Exactly. The implication is clear. Job's suffering is proof of his sin. It's very accusatory.
And then Zophar jumps in, chapter 20, and he sounds pretty angry, actually.
He does. Zophar seems genuinely offended by Job's protests. He dismisses Job's words, calls them insults, arrogance.
And doubles down on the same idea.
Right. He hammers home that idea that, okay, maybe the wicked seem to prosper for a bit, but their destruction is guaranteed. Swift, divine justice. That's his view.
But Job doesn't just accept this. Chapters 19 and 21, he really pushes back. Chapter 19 has that incredible moment of hope, the Redeemer.
Ah, yes. That's just pivotal. Even when he feels totally alone, abandoned by God, family, friends, everyone.
Yeah.
He makes this powerful declaration of faith. He says, Yadaz, Egarah, I know that my Redeemer lives.
Wow.
It's this profound belief, this conviction that someone will ultimately stand up for him, vindicate him, a real flash of hope in the darkness.
That's incredibly powerful. And yet, then we get to chapter 21, and Job seems to look at the world around him and say, hang on, that's not always how it works.
Exactly right. In chapter 21, Job points out what we often see, maybe uncomfortably. The wicked do often prosper.
They live long lives, seem comfortable.
They die peacefully, apparently escaping the immediate judgment his friends insist must happen. This directly challenges their whole neat and tidy view of divine justice.
It really forces you, the listener, to grapple with that. How does it work?
It introduces this huge complexity. How do you reconcile faith in a just God with the reality of suffering and, apparent injustice?
So we're left with this real tension. Job's own powerful faith statement right alongside his honest observations about the world.
It makes you think, doesn't it? How do we hold those together? It's a question that still resonates for anyone dealing with hardship and faith today.
These chapters really give us such a raw, honest look into that struggle. Job's emotions, his wrestling with God, the clash with his friends. It definitely gives us a lot to think about.
Enduring insights, for sure.
This deep dive comes to you from the Center Studio.